First wave of free agency has come and gone. We're headed into the second wave here with the Detroit Lions. And so I figured, why not sit down and, let's talk Lions. Woo! Welcome back to an all-new episode here at Let's Talk Lions. My name is Jay. Good to be here. Let's break down the first wave of free agency. It's something that, I'm not the type of guy who's going to sit there and break down every single one as every single piece of news comes out because, that is way too much time. And I got time for that. So I figured, why not make an accumulation video of it all, beginning with the Lions signing DJ Reed. Quite frankly, very surprised that Aaron Glenn and the Jets did not re-sign him because, man, was he's an incredible number 2 to Sauce Gardner. The thing is, as we start jumping into this, my question for you to begin this video is simple. What constitutes a great free agency? What constitutes a great free agency for a team? Think of the Lions in this case. What would make it where you look and say, yeah, we definitely passed the test? Because if you're asking me, if you're looking at, well, Jay, what does it mean to you? What constitutes a good free agency period? It's very, very simple. Did you make your team better? Did you get better in this period? Sometimes some people look and they're like, all they want is the big splash player. They want the Myles Garrett, right? Other people look and they go, well, let's just see who we can get for the cheapest deal possible. Conserve that cap space in case you need a Myles Garrett. I think it all just comes down to, did you get better? And if I'm being straight with you right now, I don't think the Lions got better. I think we just stayed the same this free agency period. And so I love Brad Holmes. Brad Holmes is my boy. In the draft, Brad Holmes knocks it out of the park year after year after year after year. He has not let us down, and he won't let us down. I think that is his skill set. When it comes to free agency, though, we love to sign guys who are on prove-it deals, who are on, they've been injured, but now they're coming back. We're giving them an opportunity. Let's see what they can make of their career. It's that 1-year deal pit stop before they go and try to make it big elsewhere or make it big here. I'm tired of it. I'm honestly really, really tired of it. Because I look at a guy like Myles Garrett, Trey Hendrickson, Max Crosby. I look at some of these players, specifically when it comes to a DE, when it comes to a defensive edge, an edge rusher. Myles Garrett, you go get him. You should have gone and got him because he's the guy who takes you to that next step, that elevation to the next step in which you're talking Super Bowl. Look, dude, the Lions over the last 2 years win the division back-to-back. Became the 1 seed last year. NFC Championship game. Divisional round loss. We're kind of in this weird limbo right now where it's like, we're good. The Lions squad is good. And we've been hammering it in the draft. But you know what we're not doing? We're not succeeding in free agency. Just my personal opinion. Maybe you disagree. Fine. I don't really care. That's why I love this channel. I love to talk about it. Let me know in the comments. I love to have these conversations. Because when I look at it, I see we need those guys to get us over the hump. The Lions squad last year, we were phenomenal. The problem was the injury bug hit. Next man up became next man up, which became next man up. And we just we just became depleted. The fact that we were the 1 seed is incredible. And you know what, dude? Like, no shade. Those guys came together and they were phenomenal. We were thinking of Philly in the middle of a Washington game. And so we got washed out. When I look at free agency and I look at the Lions free agency 2025, we didn't get better. DJ Reed, great pickup, but it's, if nothing, a lateral move from Carlton Davis for $20 million less. That's great. It's great on the salary cap, but the salary cap also went up. Okay, I look at it like Carlton Davis, hey man, he's going, I'm pretty sure he's with New England at this point. For $20 million less, you're getting DJ Reed. DJ Reed he's physical, right? He is not afraid to throw his body at anyone. And I love that. I love his physicality and his versatility. I think DJ Reed is going to be a phenomenal pickup for the Lions. But at the same time, you lose Carlton Davis. You see what I'm saying? It's not like we're keeping Carlton Davis and then you get Reed and then Terry on. Like, You're talking, you trade 1 for 1 for $20 million less. Okay. So we stayed the same. Little different, looks different, but the same. From there, you look at other guys that we went and got. Special teams linebacker from Indianapolis. I forget his name off the top of my head. Grant Stewart, I think it is. Okay. We re-signed Derrick Barnes. Okay. Re-signed Levi Onwuzurike. You see where I'm going here? Craig Reynolds, that's a great re-signing. All of these guys, I look at them like, okay, good re-signing. DJ Reader, good re-signings. But at the same time, none of them are outstanding, and none of them elevate us to the point in which I look and I go, wow, we're Super Bowl caliber. Like not just, hey, we could make it there, we're going to win it. I feel that confident. And I think that's what Myles Garrett would have done for Detroit. And yes, I understand. Oh, the cap, we're going to get hit. Listen to me. I want to win the Super Bowl. I want this squad to win the Super Bowl. I want Brad Holmes to win it. I want Sheila to win it, and Dan and all the boys and us as fans. And I think the way we do that is if we start capitalizing in free agency. Our draft has been phenomenal. We are knocking it out of the park. I feel so confident when it comes to drafting. Where I do not feel confident, where we are lackluster, it's free agency. We let some guys go. You pick up other guys that are really just lateral moves. The re-signing of Davenport. What good is that really going to do? We saw, I believed in them last year. Gets hurt week 3, and you're like, okay, here we go. I would rather spend that big price tag. The fact that the Bills went and got Joey Bosa, I know, he doesn't survive a whole season. Well, kind of sounds like our MO. Maybe we should have got Bosa. Trey Hendrickson, make the move. Elevate us. Because right now, we're sitting in this little limbo spot. And listen, dude, that's great because we've made it to the NFC Championship game. That's great because we've made it to the divisional round home game, got popped. That's great because we've won consecutive back-to-back titles, North titles. But at the same time, is that where we're pitter-pattering out? Is that where we're sort of hovering? Can we take that next step to get past the divisional round? Because look, dude, our secondary in that divisional round against Washington, you can only do so much. You need help up front. You need pressure on the QB. We need that. Without Hutchinson, without Aleem McNeil, that's another one. You look at going and getting that Lopez from the Cardinals. I'm like, okay. I am not excited about this free agency period. DJ Reed is the most exciting one. And even that, I'm like, just a lateral move. He's going to be great. Really excited to see him in Honolulu Blue. But I think it was time to finally spend some money, to open up the wallet and go get a guy and go get the Super Bowl. We got to get it, man. The windows in the NFL, it's crazy. Look at Washington 2 years ago to who they were last year. They go from laughingstock to NFC Championship game. Detroit did that. We went from laughingstock to championship game. Chicago this year has beefed up. That O-line, they have absolutely beefed it up. And if other teams are paying people, we got to figure out how to pay in order to go get that Super Bowl. Those are just my thoughts. The first wave of free agency and everything, where we're at. I do like that we brought back Dan Skipper and Tim Patrick. When you look at those two, Tim Patrick's production was great. It was great. It was phenomenal. He deserves it. He deserves getting another contract, and for very cheap for what he was able to do. Dan Skipper was one that I told you guys in the video before free agency. He was a guy we needed to bring back, but we let Zeitler go to the Titans. So again, I think the Lions just stayed here. Now, staying at that level is, hey, you're NFC Championship, NFC Divisional round caliber, you're a 1 seed. Like, guys, I'm not saying, oh my God, like we're sinking. No. I'm just saying I think that we can finally take that next step, and it's time to take that step in free agency. That's where I'm landing. Very simple. Wish we had gone out, made a bigger splash, opened up the wallet, and finally did that. We didn't, and here we are. Here we are. So let's see what this squad can do. Let's see what this team can do. Yeah, like I was saying, the Bears got better. Bears got a lot better. They are going to be a menace, a nuisance this year. And Your window is open for so long, and ours is open. It is absolutely open. But you look at our schedule, though it hasn't been released exactly week to week, but you can see all the teams we're playing. It's going to be a tough year. It is going to be a tough year. And let's call it for what it is. It's not a 15-win season coming up. So, hey, just my thoughts as I hang out here. Accidentally wore everything Lions today. I wore this here old thing. Thank you, Grace's father, for this. Very nice. He used it back in the 90s. Gave it to me. Have my other Lions shirt on here. And flexibility. My Lions socks, which was kind of an accident. I left home and I looked down and I was like, you would think that we're kicking off the season this year with maybe a preseason game. No, it's just Wednesday.